Hello everyone, welcome back to our Java concurrency series. In previous video, we learn about blocking queue, array blocking queue, and linked blocking queue. Today, we learn about another important implementation called priority blocking queue. Unlike normal queues, priority blocking queue does not necessarily process elements according to their insertion order. Instead, elements are processed according to their priority. What is priority blocking queue? Priority blocking queue is a thread-safe implementation of the blocking queue interface. Its main feature is that elements are ordered according to their priority. For example, if we have task with the priorities 1, 5 and 2, the task with the highest priority according to the queue's ordering rules will be retrieved first. Normal first and faster queue is process elements based on insertion order. Priority blocking queue is different. It uses a priority ordering. Therefore, the element inserted first isn't necessarily the element removed first. This makes it useful for application where some tasks need to be processed before others. That is the important characteristics. There are several important characteristics to remember. Priority blocking queue is a thread safe and is considered unbound because it doesn't have a fixed capacity like array blocking queue. It does not allow null elements. By default, elements are ordered using their natural ordering, but we can also provide a comparator. Here we are creating the priority blocking queue of the integers. We insert 30, 10 and 20. Even though 30 was inserted first, when we call a take, we get 10 because integers use their natural ordering and 10 has the highest priority in the ascending order. Now coming to the multiple elements, here we remove all three elements, but the elements are written according to their priority ordering 10, then 20 and finally 30. So remember, insertion order is not the deciding factor. How does priority work? For integers, natural ordering means a smaller value comes first. For strings, natural ordering is alphabetical. However, the exact period depends on the ordering mechanism we provide. Now let's see how to use the comparator. We can customize the priority using a comparator. Here we reverses the normal integer ordering. Therefore, 30 becomes the highest priority and is returned first. This is very useful when our application has a custom priority rules. Let us see some of the important methods. Priority blocking queue supports the standard blocking queue methods. Put inserts an element, take retrieves and removes the highest priority element. Poll retrieves an element without waiting if the queue is empty. Peek allows us to see the next element without removing it. Now let us see the important difference. One important difference from array blocking queue is capacity. Array blocking queue has a fixed capacity. Priority blocking doesn't have a fixed capacity specified by the programmer. Therefore, its insertion operation generally don't wait for space to become available. Let us say is priority blocking queue is fully blocking. This is an important interview point. Although priority blocking queue implements the blocking queues, its behavior is slightly different from the bounded blocking queue. The take method blocks when the queue is empty, but it doesn't need to wait for space because the priority blocking queue is unbounded. Priority blocking is useful whenever the tasks need to be processed based on priority. For example, imagine a system where the critical jobs should be processed before the normal jobs. We can assign the priorities to those jobs and process them accordingly. Let's compare priority blocking queue and array blocking queue. Array blocking queue is fixed capacity FI FOQ. Priority blocking queue is priority based and doesn't have fixed capacity. Both are thread safe and they solve different problems. Now let us compare the priority blocking queue and linked blocking queue. Linked blocking queue generally follows the first in first out ordering. Priority blocking queue uses a priority ordering. So when choosing between them, ask yourself one important question. Do I need to first in first out processing or priority based processing? These are some of the important interview questions. One question interviewers frequently ask is the difference between a priority queue and a priority blocking queue. Priority queue is not designed for a concurrent access, while the priority blocking queue is designed for a thread safe concurrent use. Let us quickly summarize today's lesson. Priority blocking queue is a thread safer, priority based implementation of the blocking queue. It doesn't follow simple FIFO ordering. Elements are retrieved according to their priority. It is especially useful for application where important tasks need to be processed before less important task. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. In next video, we'll learn about next topic. Thank you for watching.